As the economy falters, low-wage workers are the first to suffer, and many in the middle class are struggling just to get by. In San Diego, CPI is finding local solutions to lift up working families.
This year, we've made real progress on tough and complex issues. We're putting working people first in San Diego policymaking. Our research and our media and our outreach put working poverty and declining health care coverage on the top of people's minds and on the top of San Diego's agenda.
The U.S. Census Bureau released...
The Census Bureau released annual poverty data that on the surface looked rosy for San Diego County. CPI issued a detailed analysis within hours. Local media sought out CPI's interpretation and trusted our assessment.
The economic future is grim. Residents
have stagnated here.
CPI also got workers like Christine into the news coverage.
I'm a landscaper and doing mostly maintenance landscaping. I've been doing that for about 8 years. We are not earning what we should be earning, and if the census data would have said that everything's A-okay, you know, people are able to keep up with the times, then not only myself, I would have been very frustrated and flat out angry, but I'm sure my coworkers and a lot of the public would have been outraged.
San Diego development policies have overloaded the city with low-wage tourism, retail, and service jobs. This year, CPI spearheaded a drive to make good wages an official city goal for future development projects. Our 2008 report, Making Ends Meet, detailed the wages workers need for basic survival in San Diego. Our grassroots organizing and actions drove home the message. The City Council was convinced and set a new policy that future development should create jobs that pay enough to make ends meet.
I was really excited about the change in the general plan because I felt like for the first time San Diego had a long-term vision for what kind of a community we're going to create, what kind of jobs we're going to create, and how that impacts the surrounding communities. And if you continually create low-wage jobs with no benefits, it's a cycle of poverty.
A CPI investigation found violations of living wage law by city contractors.
Somebody from CPI came by and told me, showed me that form that I handed out and asked me, was I getting that wage? And I told him no.
Kenneth was fired for asking his employer about the living wage. We got his job back. We also focused attention on living wage violations by Prudential Overall Supply. The company was forced to pay back wages to its workers.
Trabajo para la compañía Prudential Overall Supply por 15 años. Nos sentimos sorprendidos de saber que no nos estaban pagando lo que era el living wage.
The costs that you bear on the front end to ensure that we have quality contractors, we have contractors who are willing to abide by the law, will come back to you in better services and better contracts. So we're asking today that you close these loopholes for managed competition and for these workers behind me that work every day at the Civic Theater and make this living wage ordinance that you passed that was a good ordinance even better. Thank you.
CPI proposed and won a package of improvements to strengthen the living wage law.
Standing by the water, we shall not be moved.
As the mayor pushed to outsource city services, CPI pushed back to protect service quality and workers' health care.
Okay, I've been with the city for 21 years. I'm a utility worker too with the city of San Diego. 2 years ago, my wife she came up with cancer, which is very important to have health insurance just for financial survival. I lost my home, I lost my vehicle, I've been hurt financially severely.
We organized workers like Evan to tell their stories to city officials. The council and mayor approved CPI's reforms to protect quality services and workers' health care.
We're creating national solutions at the local level. This year, we focused attention on the needs of low-wage workers and their families. We put money in the pockets of workers who had been cheated out of a fair wage. We protected health care coverage, and we set the stage for a new direction in development that creates good jobs and a sustainable and healthy environment. We're making real progress.